Welcome to Ksaw, Georgia, in the greater Atlanta area and home to the Owls of Ksaw State, where these fans have been eagerly anticipating this one all week. And this is the kind of game college football fans love, because they don't have to wait for the weekend for this Conference USA showdown. Ksaw State ready to kick it off and get this game going. Let's see what he can do with the return. Delivers the stiff arm. Across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds, and that's where the offense will go to work. So East Carolina's offense takes the field, and they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David, and I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple of years ago, and this defense is fun to watch. Fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
Complete to the left. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
And perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early, saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. And the Pirates will punt this one away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. The Owls offense will get the ball for the first time. Wants to throw on 1st down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And that's going to be the challenge for this offense tonight, is holding up against this pass rush. They are one of the best defenses in the entire nation because of their ability to get pressure on the quarterback. They're going to have to do a...
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
Here we go, here we go. Off-play action on 1st down. Fires to the right. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
Running to the left. There he goes. Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, East Carolina. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Bringing it out. that gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Guys, we'll get another look at this Ksaw State offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Finding open areas. It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, they were trying to go RPO. The quarterback decided not to hand it off, and the pass rush just swallowed it up. They got to him so quickly, knocked the ball out, and jumped on it.
They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Purple Pirates! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, we're about to see this Ksaw State offense go back to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Trying play action. Grab near the sticks. It's Harvey. Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Fakes to grab. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. Ksaw State right back to work.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Fires to the big fella. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Using the quick game. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Ksaw State coming out with another 1st down. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Can't hang on, is incomplete. I think he was bracing for the hit and didn't hang on to the football. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Got his man quickly.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Wants to keep it in the air. Looking to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. Now the lead is down to 11. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you updated on a fascinating battle going down in the Pac-12. Washington State is ahead right now, but the school that nearly saw Ryan Leaf win a Heisman back in the day still has some work to do. They're up by 7 over Fresno State. We'll keep you posted on a Pac-12 showdown that, not surprisingly, guys, is already trending.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Throws for the tight end. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Using his legs, it's Jarvis. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Pirates. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
He's taking the shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. That's the end of the period, and East Carolina has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. First play of the period will be a second down. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Finds his tight end. Plows through the defense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Sands. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good...
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
East Carolina sending the offense back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. And some room to work. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this, this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. The Pirates come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to fire. Gets it out fast. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. This quarterback part of their running game. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Trying to search it in. Touchdown, ECU! Excellent pass by the back on the option. Getting set for the point after. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Dobbs. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, we'll get another look at this Ksaw State offense. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Ksaw State will have to punt this one away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. They'll start this drive with a pass. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. And the Pirates have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. It'll be 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Right down the middle. Got his man. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Use the play fake, now to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete. Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He's got his man across the middle. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Back to pass. Quick strike complete. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on 1st down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there getting that first.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Pulls it in. It's St. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Owls! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
35, Ksaw St with 10.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Guys, we're about to see this Ksaw State offense go back to work. Now, they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
They'll run it from the gun. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. The Pirates will kick it off to start the second half.
35, Ksaw State with 10.
Coming out with it, it's Dobbs. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, we'll get another look at this Ksaw State offense. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
On third down, he drops to throw. Complete to the left. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. Ksaw State coming out with another first down. The give to the tailback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Ksaw State will have to punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. It's a flea flicker. It falls incomplete. How about the trickeration on first down that just goes awry?
During the week, you always practice these trick plays, and as a player, you're like, when are we going to break it out? When are we going to call it? They break out the play.
Turning it on. Got enough for the first down. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. First down here for the offense. Looking to take a shot. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like...
Lots of running room. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Yeah, and this offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, if this defense wants any chance of coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this offense is having their way.
He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's first and goal. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now it's second and goal. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, East Carolina.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
42, Ksaw St. 10.
He'll bring it out. It's Dobbs. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Guys, we're about to see this Ksaw State offense go back to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job of getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Finds his big tight end. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Harvey. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Wants to go up top. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw for it. Bringing the heat. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Ksaw State will have to punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll field the punt. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Gonna take a shot. Makes a catch at the 20. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. They build their attack around those big plays, and they got one to give him a 1st and 10 in the red zone at the 18. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Leaves it with the running back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. And the Pirates trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They want to throw it. Here's the heat. Back's got it. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Marches ahead. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to...
He's going for the goal line. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Guys, East Carolina carries the lead into the quarter break. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. He'll bring it out. It's Dobbs. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Guys, we'll get another look at this Ksaw State offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Quickly complete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Gets it out quickly. He gets it into enemy territory, but not quite enough for the 1st down. It'll be 4th down. Ksaw State will have to punt this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different...
There he goes! Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Dropping back, it's Connors. Pressure coming. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. The Pirates with the 1st and 10.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Off the boot, looking for his man. Showing the arm strength to the left. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. And the Pirates have pushed it inside the 20. Moves. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football.
Touchdown, Purple Pirates! Fitted in the window for the score. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Guys, we're about to see this Ksaw State offense go back to work. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Trying to set up the screen. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Ksaw State will have to punt this one away. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Breaks into the open. Busts through behind his pad. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
He'll bring it out. It's Dobbs. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. Ksaw State will have to punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Makes the catch at the 45. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Barring complete catastrophe, David, this offense ought to be able to salt away this game.
Yeah, and unless you're playing in a different league, this one's over. Like, there is no three-point conversions and stuff like that you can get. So run the ball, make them use timeouts, Palmer, walk out here with a dub.
Yeah, this defense should just use their timeouts. Can't take them with you, right? And let's just see. Who knows? Crazier things have happened in college football. Maybe they...
Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Going right to work up top. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He'll get rid of it. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. One more play to pad the stats. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Well, this one had all the suspense of